there you are, out of touch one. Good morning. Good to have you here. What part of the country do you live in again? I'm not sure if you ever told me. And do you want to keep it that way? Got it. Very understandable. So have you been drawing anything the last couple of days? Oh, you're also a writer. Very cool. One of those double threat artists, writers. Thank you everybody for joining. Well, good morning, Madeline. Thank you for joining and your comment. Welcome to the GCI live stream this morning. Thank you very much. I love doing my art. And sharing it with you guys. I'm just trying to decide on a pose right now, and I'm not sure if I'm liking it. So last year I started drawing my version of one of my versions of Batman called the Brown Bat. So I was thinking about doing another Brown Bat sketch for this year. But I gotta decide what I want to do. That's why I'm keeping this super sketchy, very sketchy Brown Bat. I might turn give him those three-quarter view with the, it's just you can't really see the wings as well at a three-quarter view. Actually, I do not, so that would be something I could work on. Since the brown bat is a twist on the Batman, I could come up with some twists for his villains. Yeah, this is the first complete drawing for this year. Good morning, Ruben. I finished up that Superman on the first and did a time-lapse drawing of the Condiment King. I've never heard of, but it was a Nismo request. So if you want to check out my short videos, there's one of the Condiment King. Yes, I do remember you, Ruben. Thank you for coming back. I had a friend when I lived in Florida named Ruben. You don't meet a lot of Rubens in your day-to-day interactions. So I'm drawing a variation of Batman that I came up with. He's called the Brown Bat. He is from London, this version of Batman. And he obviously has a brown suit. Yeah, some Rubens can be that way. And he has these biomechanical wings that allows him to actually fly. I'll lower that one a little bit. Yeah, you never know what a Rubens going to do. Yeah, I might be onto something here. I'm going to do one of my classic regular Batman poses. And do that for the brown bat. Bring this arm even more. Get a little more drama. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining the GCI live stream. This morning I am drawing for the second day of 2026. My version of Batman called the brown bat. Oh, let me show you guys I did yesterday on time lapse in case you haven't seen it. This was a request by Nismo. This is Captain Condiment. So he's got like ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and some type of sauce here, and barbecue sauce there, and he shoots them at people apparently. DC character. Yeah, he did pretty good yesterday when I uploaded that. Yeah, I'll be changing just about everything on this, tweaking it as I go. I don't know. I'd never heard of the Condiment King until Nismo asked me to draw it. So I don't know anything about him actually. He seems very hateable though, with a hysterical laugh. Yeah, something's coming together here a little bit. Well, good morning, Jenny. How's everything in LA? Awesome. Hey, everybody. Yep. New Year to you too. Jenny posted some of her artwork in the community section. Check it out. It's really cool. She does some neat digital art also. I have a lot of digital artists. Well, a few in the community. I think it's pretty cool to watch how a digital artist works. I've dabbled in that a little bit, but nothing like you guys. Yep, and thank you for contributing. I really appreciate it. Being part of the community. Yeah, it really turned out well, in my opinion. I liked it. Yeah, be a little dynamic. Not a problem at all. It's all a part of our community here, and YouTube's really pushing that whole community section. So I'm glad you guys are participating. Maybe a little more dramatic. Of course, I'm just the pencil and paper guy. Yeah, thanks for checking that out, Jeannie. I want to make sure as many people saw that as possible in the community. Really. Yeah, I think that look, blending the two different mediums together, pencils with the markers, is really cool. Gives it a cool look. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for the likes. And be sure and like and subscribe if you are enjoying this. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the GCI live stream. Get the rough pencils done on an absolute bat. A variation, an absolute bat, not absolute brown bat. A variation of Batman that I'm developing. See, he's got the biomechanical wings. If you're enjoying it, please give it a like and even consider subscribing. I do DC content 99% of the time and every day. So, see if we can go without missing one day in 2026. I don't think I missed a in 2025, if I'm remembering correctly. Do you know what I'm thinking? Or doubts and fears? I think it's time to go to, so I just told you guys before, this is my 2.0, the larger graphite mechanical pencil, and now I'm going to go to my 0.7 to do some of the rendering. Yeah, really end up just coming to me. I get an idea, a look or a pose or something that I'm trying to get on paper. But what will help are doing, which Ayush just reminded me, he went from a year ago and found one of my videos with some fingernail sketches. So you just draw, like divide the paper into 4, and you draw one quick little sketch design concept up here, then you different guy over here doing something, and you just keep doing those thumb sketches and try to come up with different ideas, so you're not doing a whole page or a larger drawing and all that time invested. You do multiple smaller things with just crazy ideas for your new design. It's one way to just kind of randomly come up with things. Morning, Bruce. Yeah, just do a lot of thumbnail sketches. You can even divide the page into like 6 little separate. Try a different design here, something here, and you get a lot more ideas down on paper that way. I was going to do some thumbnails for this morning, and then I kind of had something in my mind, and I've already changed it. Actually, you guys saw this is different than what I was initially roughing out, so it's a process for sure. Another thing to overcome, you draw the same things over and over, even if like it's a variation of this, of Batman, and you start drawing and you automatically just start drawing the traditional stuff, and it's hard to break out of that to do something different. A lot of times I'll go through my old sketchbooks too and get ideas for something new. He doesn't like to talk about his mom and dad usually. Hey Bruce, how's mom and dad doing? I think I'm making his head too big again. So you can't get too... You can't get too attached to what you're drawing. You need to keep it light so you can keep things, correcting things. I make his head smaller, then all of a sudden he looks larger and more dramatic. I thought he looked a little bit like a bobblehead. Bobo. Thank you, Bobo Banana. I can draw it over. I think I can come up with something that's good. Yeah, that's the thing. So with those thumbnail sketches, you can try to just go a completely different direction. And if it starts looking too much like you're, the same, then you can just erase some small, quick, and go try to change it, go a different direction. Yeah, I get in the same pose all the time. That's why I drew that last Superman drawing. I had him flying and coming at you to use some perspective and get out of the 3/4 view, kind of like what I'm going back to the 3/4 view with this. But this is a little different because I haven't drawn a lot of the brown bats. So when I start a character again, I like to go to a familiar pose so I can get everything laid in there the way I want it. Thanks everybody for joining, and thank you for the likes. This is my version of Batman. It's called the Brown Bat. It's from London, England. Instead of being from Gotham. I've had a few different ideas on a backstory for him. Like one that he's an illegitimate son of Thomas Wayne from a business trip to London. Others is that he's like just in a parallel, another dimension, another universe. Hey, Nick. Yep, good job, thank you. Yes, the first complete of 26. I finished one yesterday I started in 25, but this is the first true 2026. Yes, it's the brown bats. GCI relatively original. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. I'm just trying to get this laid out the way I want so that we can go ahead and I can go ahead and ink it tomorrow. Time at 44. Yeah, we got some time to go. Sweet. And this is the process that I use. Start out with pencils. Tighten up the pencil drawing. It was yesterday. For a brief, minute or two, I had close to 40. Of course, it doesn't last long. It fades back out. Usually the average, I had about 18 or 19 stay for quite a while yesterday. So that's where it hovers. It was almost 40 though for a few seconds yesterday. Okay, I think getting close to finishing